How to lose 98.9% of the time in your trading. Introduction. Now, I want to tell you about this amazing way on how to lose so consistently, because it's just so great to know. Once you want to be able to lose 98.9% in your trading, I think you actually would. And let me tell you why. Because once you know how to lose 98.9% of your trading, of the time in your trading, that consistently, well, you're going to find a constant. And when you can find the constants in the marketplace, within yourself, in your reaction to the marketplace, within yourself in reaction to the things being said in the marketplace, said about the marketplace, but you can also just throw that out and focus on what the marketplace is telling you through the price charts as it moves up and down. You know, there are movements in the marketplace, okay? And there are groupings of price bars, whether that be on 1 minute bar charts, whether that be on 1 second bar charts, yeah, they have those, or whether they be on day bar or 60-minute bar charts or weekly bar charts. Okay, the market moves up and down, and it moves in groupings of price bars. And guess what that resembles? You could say that resembles music. Do you know how to read music? You could say that resembles language, right? Printed words, groupings, commas, periods, paragraphs, phrases. And so the market moves and it speaks a language. And if you know how to read that language, then you're going to know how to react to the market just based on the language. Now, you can react to the marketplace based on the patterns, okay? And we've got that pretty well down through our authority trading brands and our systems and strategies. But you can also react to the markets intuitively. And nowadays I'm thinking that maybe I should roll back into the educational products here, the concepts of dealing with the inner game and the intuition versus the thought realm versus the emotional realm, and what's going on between those three. You have thoughts popping through your head all the time. Are they from within you, or are they from outside of you? Where do they come from? Right? Well, that's a whole different topic on its own, right? Now, when you're watching price, it goes back and forth, up and down, juke and jive, jib and jab. Okay, and you have to interpret that in real time. If you're watching the price go up and down, you're following it in real time. The marketplace is communicating to you. Guess what it's usually saying? It's usually saying to get in here, get in there. Okay, it's usually saying to buy at the top or sell at the bottom. Whereas you would profit if you would buy at the bottom and sell at the top, for example. But the marketplace is there to take your money. Why? Because, well, what are you doing in the marketplace? You're there to take the marketplace's money. It's a big competition. You're trading, right? So that's just how it goes. It's a big arena. It's a fascinating one, and there's a ton of opportunity to make money if you're on the inside. Now, that's a scary word. Inside, yeah. You're on the inside of the marketplace by being able to read the marketplace, by being able to interpret its voice, by being able to interpret what it's telling you based on price action movement. Now, you have price charts, but you also have the inner intuitive or the inner voice. You have the emotion communication. you have the thought communication realm you have to deal with, and you have what the market's putting out to you as it goes from tick to tick, movement to movement. What's the marketplace telling you to do? Now, when you can decipher this, guess what? You can use your cerebral mind to therefore reverse what the marketplace is telling you. Granted, if your interpretation of what the marketplace is telling you leads you to such a fantastic consistency of losing 98.9% of the time, which is, roughly what, I don't know, what the percentage of traders, probably most traders do. Okay. I mean, most traders who don't take the time to learn the marketplace. How many people get in the marketplace thinking that, oh, it's so exciting, I saw some guy in the Market Wizards, he made a couple $100 million. I'm just going to go in and just, I'm going to go play it by feel, and I'm going to go trade. What's the percentage of people who do that? Most want to what? They want to prove that they have some inner intuition, that they have some inner sense knowing what the market is going to do next. And guess what? They do. But they haven't done the work to get through, first of all, these other voices that are distracting them, these other thoughts, and they haven't taken the time to learn themselves what's going on in themselves, and they haven't taken the time to learn what the market is saying via price chart. And just for clarity again, they haven't learned how to understand what the market is saying in real time, even tick by tick. Now, once you do that, that's a very high level of mastery. On the other hand, you could say, well, why even bother? Just trade one of options trading authorities' simple systems and be like Nicholas Darvis and separate yourself out from trying to interpret or hear the voice of the marketplace. I mean, that said, Nicholas Darvis learned how to read what the marketplace was saying on a price chart. But he glanced at it a few moments a day. He drew up his own price charts, as I remember. I think he drew his own. And so, therefore, he learned to avoid having to interpret what the marketplace is saying in real time by watching tick for tick. That's a valuable lesson. I suggest you read that book. So we made this course. And so this course will give you some food for thought to start thinking about, what is going on inside me? What is the marketplace saying? It's going to get you thinking about the other things you need to learn about the marketplace that not many talk about. So we'll talk about these various topics. Learn how to read the emotional line of the marketplace. Learn the emotional enticement communication of the marketplace. All right, it's going to be very important, especially going into the future, I would say. You're going to have to learn what these strange suggestions to you are in real time. These wooing voices. What are they saying? The siren song of the marketplace. What are they saying? Why do they talk like that? Why does it always seem like woo, 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 right? Why is it always never concrete? Well, you're going to see, okay? You're going to start understanding these things, and then you're going to be able to separate out between what the marketplace is actually doing and what it's actually going to do, most likely, versus what the marketplace wants you to do so it can take your money. All right? So maybe, just maybe, you could eventually achieve this level of mastery that only a few have achieved. It's going to take some work, all right? But at least by learning this course, you're going to have a few more nuggets of information to help you prevent unnecessary losing in the future, and you're going to understand why you have been having such a consistently excellent losing rate. So, just one more thing. If you're consistent in the market one way or another, that's good. Identify it. That's very valuable. On that note, you can check out the link below if you're not on this page. If you are on this page, then scroll down and you can purchase the course. Thanks.